Hey everybody, it's Peter, KJ5AJB, with another episode of Ham Radio Crib Notes for you. And today I'm going to discuss setup on my Kenwood TS-590SG. I was wanting to set it up for some FT8 stuff, and I just kind of hate having to switch things back and forth, so I was kind of looking for a method on how to do this. Being able to have dual setups on it. And so that's what we're going to cover today. And so anyways, let's get rolling here. Get your favorite beverage and let's go. So anyways, like I was saying, I was wanting to do a setup with my my rig, my Kenwood 590SG, and started trying to figure out a way to have dual setups on it to where I could switch back and forth, but I didn't know of a way to do this, and I just happened to come across one by accident. So let's go ahead and get the prelude stuff out of the way here. Go ahead and subscribe. Mash that button right down there. It's free. Won't hurt you. And if you don't like it later on, you can turn it off. Mash that thumbs up for me. And share it with your buddies. So the way I came across it by accident, I was looking for a way to set up, to refresh my mind on setting up WSJT-X on my Mac for the settings on that, because I know you got to kind of fiddle with the audio levels for that port, and the Kenwood's on a USB port, so your audio goes through that, and you have to use the it used to be a MIDI type processor built into the Mac. I think they changed the name of it here lately, but you can go in there and set the levels for it. But besides that, I wanted to be able to do this, and so when my search for that, I came across another ham's page on setting this up, and it also led me to how to have a dual setup on my Kenwood. So I figured I would share that with everybody, and let me switch over to my main desktop here, and I'll so W6 AWD Whiskey 6 Alpha Whiskey Delta had a blog post on his site here. His name is Alan Dye, and I was reading through his setups for where he's been using FT8 on the Mac for quite a while. And so then I got down to this paragraph right down here. Let me see if I can highlight this for you. Trying to do this without highlighting everything in the world, but it's not working. But so anyways, he says on the radio, you have an option. He's got the same radio I do, of setting two sets of system settings by using menus A and B. To switch between them, press menu AB menu. He says he put his routine CWSSB on menu A, and he set his color to green on the display. You can change the color on the Kenwoods between amber and green. And excuse me. And then he put his digital settings on menu B and set it to amber. Well, mine was already the other way around. So my initial one was amber, so I made it my primary SSB and CW setup, and then my the B setting I set to green. So then he also goes through all the process of what you need to do to set up all your levels on the rig itself. He tells you specifically what menus to go through. He said he used 19.2 for the baud rate because he felt that was the most reliable. A lot of people report glitches using the higher speeds. Generally, when the computer does certain refreshes on the USB, it might mess things up at the higher speed. But I use 115.2, and it seems fairly all right. And then he goes to the other setups he needs here. And then he switches over to the WSGTX settings and everything. So anyways, if you're wanting to do that, you can go to his, just do a search for him in Google. Matter of fact, I'll post a link to this site down in the comments below, so you can just jump right to it if you're wanting to do this on your Kenwood. I'm sure maybe the other Kenwood models have the same thing, because Kenwood's always been pretty good about making deals where you can save certain settings on other buttons too. A lot of folks configure the one button push for when they need to use an external tuner, and what it automatically sets the power level to what they want when they're doing their tuning and all that stuff. So and then this is the area where I was talking about on the Mac, where you have to adjust the, it's called audio devices in here. You got to set your levels for the audio. Otherwise, you kind of overdrive it and you won't pick up as many stations. So let me switch to the manual, and I'll show you the front panel here. Okay, this is the front panel of the Kenwood TS-590SG, and then right over here is, if you can see my pointer down here in the bottom right to the VFO knob here is your menu button, and then your AB button is here. So basically you hit menu, AB to switch to the B menu, and then menu again to start doing your settings within the radio itself. And then you can go in there and configure all those, and then to switch back and forth, you just hit menu, AB, menu. And so I'm going to show you a quick little video I did of me switching back and forth, so you can see the way I did the colors and the change in them and all of that. So let me switch to another app here. See, I got on my QuickTime app. There we go. And we'll hit play on this, and you can see where I bumped the camera. Menu, AB. I hit menu again. Flips back to the frequency. You can go into the menu, set your configs. You see there, I switched back to the other one. So I show you several times doing this. So anyways, I hope that's a great tip for you, and helped you. And maybe you're not just using it for digital, you're using it for something else, but you can, that gives you a way to set up like 2 different configurations on your rig on the Kenwood. I'm not sure about other rigs out there, if they have similar functions or not, but if they do, maybe that's a possibility you can think of doing for yourself. So this seems to be kind of a short one today, but anyways, I want to go over the channel updates here real quick. We are up to, let me see here, 565 subscribers as of this morning, which is great, and I appreciate all y'all helping me out here, and I hope you're enjoying the content. And like I said before, if you're not a subscriber, let's subscribe. I try and put out what I can to help other folks out. That's the main thing about this hobby, is sharing with others and helping them and mentoring each other. Mash that thumbs up button for me, and share it with your buddies. This is Peter, KJ5AJB, and we'll be signing off.